Hi and welcome. So if you're new to my channel, hit that like button and subscribe. And it's time to party on. So today is my birthday, and the other day I did a video telling y'all the movie that I need to watch a few more times to see if in the next few years if they will get put on my favorite movie list. Okay, become some of my favorite movie. Get added to my favorite movie list. Okay. Um. And during that video, I told y'all on my birthday, I'll be doing a video talking about some of my favorite movies. Okay. So let me know in the comment section below what are some of your favorite movies. Okay. It could be your top 5, top 10, top 20, top 30, top 50, top 100, how many you have, okay? It don't have to be in order. And this is not in any order for me. There's probably other movies out there I like that I probably will leave on, that I will forget about. And the other video I did, movie that I need to rewatch a few more times. I'll probably in the next couple years, 4 or 5 years or so, those some of those movies probably, if I watch those many more times, those movies that I did in that video, I will believe 100%. Some of those will probably will get transferred over to my favorite movie list in this list. Okay. So these are some movies that when I think of some of my favorite movies of all time, some of these are the one that I think of. Okay. And also I have a thing where I try to buy some of my favorite movies of all time on VHS tape and Blu-ray. Okay. And if I have the movies on DVD, those are the ones that I like the movie and I can rewatch the movie again. Okay. Uh, okay. And also some of the movies that I have on VHS tape, it might be the movie that I had since my childhood. Okay. So but let me know before I get started real quick. What some of your favorite movies of all time? It don't have to be in any order. Okay. So so let's get started. Um, um, my favorite superhero movie of all time is Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Okay. So I believe without a doubt Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 is my favorite superhero slash comic book movie of all time. Okay. Spider-Man 3 is very underrated. I still like it. I don't think it should get the hate they deserve. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, I need to go get it on Blu-ray. I'm a fan of it. I grew up with it. I remember when I was a little kid, um, buying the ticket and going to the parking lot across the parking lot with my dad and brother eating a Subway, waiting for the movie, waiting for the showtime to start. Okay, because it was packed. And after we ate Subway, then we went back to the theater to watch Spider-Man. Okay, yeah, and I rather watch these two than most of the comic book movies that come out today. Okay, and yet, Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man actor. Okay, okay. Um, another one that I'm a fan of. I grew up in my childhood in The Matrix and Matrix Reloaded. Okay, I was a big fan of the Matrix trilogy in my childhood. but right now, for my favorite movie, some of my favorite movies is The Matrix and Reloaded. Um, I'm not one of those fans that say, "Oh, the sequel hurt the original." Okay, the only one that I think that hurt the original or the franchise or the trilogy is the new one. Okay, uh, I'm one of the fans that was really super excited for the new one. Okay, um, the third one is the one that is my least favorite out of the three original in the trilogy, but I still enjoy it. And that's the one I need to watch a couple more times before I consider it one of my favorite movies of all time. And out of the three, Reloaded is my favorite because I love the highway or the freeway, whatever you call it, the freeway thing with Morpheus and Trinity, the fighting and stuff. It's awesome, okay? But I would just put those two as some of my favorite. And when I was a little kid, I used to run around and say, I'm Wolverine, I'm in the Matrix, okay? Um, okay? And so I need to get these two on Blu-ray. Okay, another one is Star Wars trilogy, the original Star Wars trilogy, and episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Okay, I know a lot of people badmouth episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, but I'm a fan of episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and also I'm a fan of A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And a lot of people say, and then for a long time, I didn't know that Return of the Jedi was the weakest out of the three original. And then for a long time, I didn't know that the prequel, Star Wars, got hate. But, okay, I need to go back and watch the first two, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clone. And, and, and I don't know which one the fans hate the most because there's a group out there that says the Phantom Menace is the one, and then there's a group out there that says Attack of the Clone. But right now, uh, I grew up watching this in my childhood. Love it. My favorite thing in the Star Wars franchise is when Luke fights Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. He's like, never! And all that. And then when the Emperor Palpatine is shocking Luke, Father, help me. And then don't get me started with all the new Star Wars stuff, okay? They just run that. I think they should end it with Return of the Jedi, and Episode 3 should be the last, okay? Episode 3 was good. Yeah, I will agree that Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is the best out of the prequel. The Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and the original Star Wars trilogy is some of my favorite movies. Okay, and I tried to go see it when I was a little kid on opening night with my dad and my brother, and it was sold out. And I saw people camping out, fighting with lightsabers, dressing like Jedi, and I didn't get to see it until the very next morning, the very next day. Okay, so the next one, one of my favorite movies of all time is the Indiana Jones franchise. Um, I think the one that I grew up with the most in my childhood is Temple of the Doom. That might be the first Indiana Jones movie Okay, I'm gonna say the original, the Indiana Jones trilogy. Um, okay, I need to watch the Kingdom of the Crystal Gold a few more times. When it came out, I didn't see it in theaters. I was disappointed. Um, but I know the James Bond franchise um, um, is my favorite movie franchise of all time. But Indiana Jones is definitely my top five, maybe my top three. Okay. Okay. And then it was a long time. It was a long time uh, before I found out that the Temple of the Doom was the weakest in the original trilogy. Okay. Um, okay. Cause now most people say Radio of the Lost Ark or The Last Crusade is a favorite. Okay. I think they're all good. They're all equally good. Okay. But the one that I watched the least is Team of the Cryptic Gold. That's why it's not on here, and that's the one that I need to watch a few more times. And I am super excited for Indiana Jones 5. The only thing I'm worried about is Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I hope she don't become the new Indiana Jones, like the female Indiana Jones. Okay, and okay, and this is a franchise or that or a trilogy that I need to get on Blu-ray. Okay, who doesn't like Indiana Jones? Okay, I think Harrison Ford does. I read that he never liked Han Solo. He always wanted Han Solo to be killed off. He wanted Han Solo to be killed off in Return of the Jedi, and I think he said one time that his favorite character that he played was Indiana Jones. Okay, but that's another movie I grew up watching in my childhood. Um, okay. Um, Another one is let's see here. See here. See here. Napoleon Dynamite. Now it's been a while since I watched this movie, but there was a period of time where I haven't. There's a period of time where I watched this movie like a million times, and it's funny. Okay. Um, Now this is one of the movies where it didn't cost that much money to make, but it made a lot of money on a short budget. Okay. Um, I think they got one of the in my opinion, like one of the greatest or best end credit thing ever. The wedding thing. Um, I can watch this movie like every month, like once a month, and laugh my head off. To me, it's clean humor, like stupid crap. To me, that it's fun. Okay, and every time I think of D or think of Tater Tot, I think of Napoleon Dynamite. Okay, um, yeah. So this is one of my favorite comedy movies of all time, and this is a movie like I said I can watch all the time, and and I am very curious about a Napoleon Dynamite 2. Cause if they did a Napoleon Dynamite 2, it should have been like 2 or 3 years after the first one. Cause I'm not a big fan of, of filmmakers doing sequels. 10, 15, 20 years after the original, because then it's not good. You want to do a sequel, do it 2 3 years after the original. Okay? Another one is Frankenstein. This is one of my favorite. Black and white movies of all time. And the funny thing about Frankenstein is, everybody gets the movie wrong, or I should say, the name of the movie, because they see the picture and they see the monster and then the name. They think his name is Frankenstein. His name is not Frankenstein. It the guy right here, the guy that creates the monster. His name is Dr. Frankenstein. So the guy right here on the picture, the box or the DVD, whatever, he don't have no name. So you should call him Frankenstein Monster. And the guy that creates him is Dr. Frankenstein. So everybody calls him Frankenstein when he don't have a name. He don't have no name. Okay? Okay? And then I like it how it's so short, only an hour and 11 minutes, and very entertaining. Okay. I am a big fan of what they call Universal monster movie. Universal Studio Monster. Okay. And then another one that's similar that I'm a fan of, and one of my favorite movies of all time, and another one of my favorite black and white movies is Dracula. Okay. And I bid you farewell. He's down there. He gone mad. Okay. Yeah. So Frankenstein and Dracula are probably my two favorite in the Universal Monster movie collection. A couple months ago, I bought the box set that came with all the movies. It was at the DVD box set. If they had one that was a Blu-ray box set, I would probably bought that. Okay. Okay. Now those two I've seen the most. So if I go back and watch the other one a couple more times, then I will probably like them more, and some of them might become my favorite. The other one that I seen a few times is Bride of Frankenstein. Okay. Spaceballs. To me, this is a good comedy, a good parody, a good movie that makes fun of Star Wars. I like Rick Moranis. We know who he's from. Ghostbusters movie. He's from Honey I Shrunk the Kid movie. And I like Bill Pullman. So this movie is very funny, and uh, and I always wonder how they've done a sequel. Really, were they done Baseball 2, Search for More Money? Okay, this is just like Napoleon Dynamite. Every time I watch this, I lap my head off, and let me see here. I even bought it on Blu-ray. Okay. That's one of the few Blu-ray movies. That's one of the few of my favorite movies that I have on Blu-ray. Baseball. Okay. And if you're looking for a timeless, classic, funny movie of all time, comedy, I recommend Baseball. And one of my favorite movies of all time. And I grew up watching it in my childhood. I think I've seen it a few times in my childhood, and then over the years, I remember watching it a few times in my childhood, and then I bought it again, and then I just watched it a bunch of times. Um, okay. Another one, in one of my favorite movies, is Matilda. This is a movie that I haven't watched in a long time, but I remember watching it a bunch of times in my childhood. And this is a movie that I can't imagine anybody not liking it. I like the music. Um, like a couple years ago, I would think to myself, okay, imagine they're gonna get a bad review, a bad Rotten Tomato score on Rotten Tomatoes, and then I looked it up and I think we're like 90% of Rotten Tomatoes, and blew me away. Okay. Um, um, Maria Wilton, I think she's the one that played Matilda. That's how you do a lead female in a movie. She's very likable. Okay, okay, and and okay, um, okay. Now they talk about the rumor talking about Tickle. I don't know if a Tickle will work or not, but if it is, I will go see it. I will be interested and be excited. Uh, every time, every time I watch this movie, I just love it more and more. Okay, and it's a good, clean, family friendly movie. Um, and I even bought it on Blu-ray. Okay, and it's one of the movies where I can watch a bunch of times and never get tired of it. Okay. Um, now, um, um, let me see here. Passion of the Christ. Um, um, I'm a fan of this movie. I am looking forward to sequel. I don't know when Passion of the Christ 2 coming out. But I think Mel Gibson is doing a Passion of the Christ 2. He keeps saying he's doing a Passion of the Christ 2 for a while now. I saw it in theaters when I was little. Um, so um, this is a movie that I think, like, really hard Christian. It's gonna resonate with hard Christian. Okay, because this is a movie where I think some people badmouth that they are too violent, or they make fun of it that that's not the real Jesus, and then they make fun of Mel Gibson. All the stuff that he said over the years, controversy stuff that he did. Um, okay. I just hope that Mel Gibson made it for the right reason. I just made it just to make money. Okay. Um, the two movies that I tried in the last couple of years, 3 or 4 years, that I try to watch every Christmas, and my favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Okay. Um, okay. So I would add these two movies, and my favorite, part of some of my favorite comedy movie, and also my favorite, Christmas movie. Okay. So, um, if I try to, gather all, like, some of my favorite, comedy movies, they would be up there. So these movies could be, a Christmas movie, and also these movies can be a comedy movie. Okay. Um, so um, um, you got some Home Alone fans that think Home Alone one is the best, and you got some Home Alone fans that think Home Alone two, Lost in New York, is better. Me, I think they're both about the same. I like both of them. The only thing is, I wish that, all the original cast would came back and did a third one where we will have like a trilogy. Um, and for me, um, I don't watch anything after Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. I don't, consider like a part of the franchise. Okay, like, I don't recon or retcon or whatever you call it. Okay, these two are the ones I recognize. All the other ones, I don't watch them. I don't recognize them or anything. Okay. Um, and a couple months ago, I bought it on, Blu-ray. Uh, okay, it come with, Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. Okay, I never get tired of watching it every Christmas. It always get me in the Christmas spirit. I like the appeal to the job. One got run away. And one named Snake. Snake. I don't know no Snake. And then I like in Home Alone 2, like in New York. Uh, I can smell you getting off the elevator. You were smooching with my brother. It's funny, okay? I never get tired of hearing those things, Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. Okay? Always make me laugh. Okay? Um, One of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies of all time is The Outlaw Jody Wells. Um, yeah, Clint Eastwood is one of my favorite actors of all time. And I think he does a good job at directing movies. Okay? Uh, so, so, I need to go back and watch some of his movies. Okay? Some of his movies I grew up watching in my childhood, like the Dirty Harry movie, and then, those movies. If I watch a couple more times, then some of those Dirty Harry movies might get put on my, later down the road, get put on some of my, favorite movie list. Okay. Um, okay. Um, but I like the outlaw really well. Um, okay. I, it's one of the movies, one of the westerns that, when someone think, when I hear the name, Clint Eastwood, I think of the outlaw Jody Well. The few times I've seen it over the years, I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I never bored. Uh, I'm engaged with the movie from beginning to end. Okay. Um, Calamity Jane. This is one of the movies that I watched many times when I was a kid. When I was a kid, all I want to watch was birthday movie and John Wayne movie. Okay. Um, okay. Um, this was the movie. Calamity Jane was the movie that got me to become a birthday fan, and I think uh, uh, I saw a video where Dorothy said Calamity Jane was her favorite movie, her favorite role that she played. And a couple months ago, I bought it on Blu-ray. Okay, in my favorite musical and one of my favorite western. Okay, um, okay. Let's see what else. Eight Ventura, Pet Detective, and Eight Ventura When Nature Calls. Okay. Um, so I was hesitating. Uh, I was hesitating to put these two on here, and then I realized, you know what, I got to put it on here. Even though it's been a while since I watched these movies, um, the last time I watched these movies, uh, I let my head off. Um, I got three favorite Jim Carrey movies, and these two are one of them. Um, um, I think the fans think that Ace Ventura When Nature Calls better than the original. I don't know which one better I like more. Um, therefore, when I was younger, I used to like Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I know a lot about them and seen them a lot when I was a kid. Um, but if I go watch them right now, back to back, I know that I would still lap my head off. And okay, it's still two out of my three favorite Jim Carrey movies. I know people always talk about like Liar Liar or what's the other one? Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Okay, or Dumb and Dumber. But D would be if I did like my top 10 favorite comedy movies of all time, these would be in there, and uh, it would be wrong for me not to do like throw my favorite movie of all time, have throw my favorite movie of all time list, not to include these in there, okay? And I grew up with Jim Carrey in my childhood. Like when I was growing up, even though in my childhood, I was watching a bunch of John Wayne movies, Dorothy, and James Bond. And also, every time I turn around, there was another Jim Carrey movie coming out in theaters. Okay? Um, but overall, I am a fan of those two movies. Speaking of Jim Carrey, uh, another one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies of all time, and um, and this is my third favorite Jim Carrey movie, and I don't know which one of my favorite out of these three, but this is probably my favorite Jim Carrey movie. Another one of my favorite comedy, another one of my favorite movies of all time is Dumb and Dumber. Okay, so just like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and just like Ace Ventura when Nature Call, Dumb and Dumber is another Jim Carrey movie that one of my favorite of all time, favorite movies of all time, and it's another Jim Carrey movie that I grew up watching a million times in my childhood. And a couple months ago, um, I bought it on VHS tape, and I'll eventually get it on Blu-ray, and um, I was excited for Dumb and Dumber 2, and I was a letdown. So I'm not a fan when they do sequel 10, 15, or 20 years later. Cause most of the time, bad. Okay? Um, okay? So, okay? I'll still go see it if it's a sequel to a movie that I grew up with or the movie that I like, but most of the time, not that good. Dumb and Dumber, I know if I go watch it right now, I will laugh my head off. Okay, I think this is like just like when Jim Carrey best movie, one of his funniest and one of my funniest movies I've seen in my life, along with Pet Detective and Nature Call. Okay, um, talking about comedy movies. Um, Wayne World and Wayne World 2. Okay, so I grew up watching these movies, and so I think I watched these movies a lot more than Dumb and Dumber or Pet Detective or Pet Detective when Nature Calls, and uh, and um, um, I'll be down for Wayne World 3. 'Cause I think some of the actors that in Wayne World 1 and 2, I think they wanted to make Wayne World 3, but I don't think Mike Myers or Dana Carvey have confirmed that they want to do it. I think the girl that played Cassandra, uh, I think she want to do a third one. I'll be down for it. 'Cause I just love the character. Dwayne, we're not worthy. Okay, and um, I am one of those fans that like the second one more than the first one. Um, I watched Wayne World 2 more than the first one, but yeah, okay. But I still enjoy the first one, and and it would be a disappointment, a crime, or shame if I did tell y'all some of my favorite movies of all time, and I put Wayne World 1 and 2 on here. Okay, those are some of the movies that I quote a lot or talked about. Okay, um, so I grew up watching John Wayne in my childhood, and probably my favorite Western movie and my favorite John Wayne movie is Rio Bravo, and I got it on Blu-ray, and also I got it on VHS tape from my childhood. Okay, uh, okay, so yeah, perfect cast, uh, love all the characters, never get tired of this movie. There for a while, there for a long time, I thought Real Barber was his band, and then the critic told me, or website told me it was the Searcher. So I need to watch the Searcher a couple more times before I see which one I like better. So, but for right now, Real Bravo is my favorite John Wayne movie. Okay, uh, okay. And I grew up watching Real Bravo in my childhood. When I was a little kid, going crazy over John Wayne. Okay. Um. Okay. I got a couple more, and then I'm done. Um. Okay. Um. When I was a kid, I used to love this movie, but it's been a while since I watched this movie. And this movie I'm talking about is Sinbad, The Seven Voyages of Sinbad. And also I got it on DVD, and I need to get it on Blu-ray. I think this movie is really awesome. If you're one of the people that like monsters in movies, then I recommend The Seven Voyages of Sinbad. Okay. Um, um, this movie is better than anything I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years in theaters. This movie is awesome. Okay. I was shocked. Uh, like the last 5 years, or I don't remember the last time I went on Rotten Tomato and I looked on Rotten Tomato and it had 100%. And one of the reviews said basically said the best thing when you saw a skeleton pick up a sword and shield. I'm like, what? Wow. Yeah, this movie got 100% on Rotten Tomato, and it was one of my favorite movies when I was a little kid. Okay, basically I have a lot of nostalgia for this movie. Okay, Captain Sinbad, over here, quick! From the land beyond, beyond. Okay, that movie is awesome. Give that movie a try. I better watch this movie again and again. Then, uh, uh, Jurassic World trilogy, or all the new Halloween movies. The movie is awesome. I recommend it. Okay, I was a big fan of this movie as a little kid. But it's still been a while, a long time since I watched this movie. But it's still one of my favorite movies. Um, Another one that I liked when I was a kid, and that is King Kong, the original one. Okay, not Peter Jackson one, or not the one in the '70s. Okay, where he fights the giant snake. Okay, uh, okay, and then they had a sequel where they brought him back alive, operate on him. No, okay. I think those, but no. Uh, the original one. Okay. Um, this movie is often one. I am a big fan of the Godzilla franchise, but I like this movie more than the Godzilla movie, the original Godzilla movie. Okay. This movie is awesome. Uh, I am a fan of the MonsterVerse, and I'm disappointed. I'm like, where is the MonsterVerse? Why is there no more MonsterVerse movie? Okay, um, okay, um, so yeah, okay, I liked it every time I watched it. I enjoyed it more and more every time I watched it. This is probably my favorite black and white movie. Um, Kong, the Eighth Wonder of the World. Okay, I like that. Um, okay. Um, Okay, I watched it a few times. Um, when they were coming out with some of the MonsterVerse movies, Go Island, and all their movies. Okay. So if you know anything or anything about the MonsterVerse, why they haven't came out with any new MonsterVerse movie, then let me know in the comment section below. Um, and my last one I have here on here is Duel. Okay. Now I am a fan of Steven Spielberg, like a lot of people are. Um, Now everybody gonna have a favorite Steven Spielberg movie. Like some people gonna have my favorite. Some people gonna say their favorite Steven Spielberg movie is Jaws or Indiana Jones, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Jurassic Park, or E.T. So on and so forth. But for me, I believe my favorite is Duel. Okay, this is um, my childhood VHS tape of Duel that I got from Walmart when I was a little kid. Okay, and then a couple years ago, let me see here. A couple years ago, I got it on DVD. Okay, I got it 3-4 years ago, and then a couple months ago, I bought it on Blu-ray. Okay, um, so it's an awesome. I think that they had like a limited release in theaters. I'm not sure, but it was awesome. I think it's that one time that it's like the greatest TV movie ever made. That movie is awesome. Okay, and not a lot of people talk about it or mention it when they talk about Steven Spielberg movie. Or they all talk about Raiders of the Lost Ark or Jaws or Jurassic Park, and I'm like, yeah, but he made this Duel before he made Jaws. Okay, so if you're a big fan of Steven Spielberg and his movies, like all the one I mentioned, like E.T. or Jaws, or Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Black Crusade, or Jurassic Park, or so on and so forth, but never heard of Duel, I highly recommend it. Okay, and he made this before he made Jaws, and this is my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. Okay, all the other ones that I mentioned, some of those I'm a fan of, I like a lot, but I have a lot of nostalgia for that movie, and I loved it, and I wish more people would talk about this movie. And you don't hear a lot of people talk about this movie. Okay? And if I ever met Steven Spielberg, which I probably never would, or get a chance, that's a probably better statement. I probably never get a chance to meet him. If I ever did, this is probably a movie I would show him that, hey, will you make more movie like this, or why don't a lot of people talk about this movie? Stuff like that. Okay? I know people probably talk to him about Jaws or E.T. or Jurassic Park or Indiana Jones movie. Okay? And you don't hear people talk about Duel that much. Or if any. So that's it. And let me know just some of your favorite movies of all time, and use my channel, hit the like button to subscribe. Thank you.